summer, we vacationed domestically due to restrictions to traveling abroad imposed to keep COVID rates down. We chose Torquay for a few different reasons. It is a coastal town, and for us, summer holidays are equivalent to beach plus vitamin C. 2. It is easy to get to by train. 3. It is conveniently located near other towns, local landmarks, and attractions. And 4. Torquay is located in Devon, a region famous for its landscapes and dairy products, and a place that I've always wanted to visit. And 5. It is called the English Riviera, so it gives it a bit of a French aura if you ignore the weather, the food, and the language. To get to Torquay, we took a GWR train headed from London Paddington to Plymouth, and only had to change once to get to the Hampton train, which stops in Torquay along the way. GWR trains are my favorite because they're clean, comfortable, reliable, and they have efficient connections to most towns to the west of England. The best part about the journey was that part of it was alongside the coast, giving us the chance to admire the sea and the landscapes. Although it was difficult to find last-minute accommodation, we had a great time staying at Hampton by Hilton for the week. The hotel is in a new and modern building, providing comfort and a hearty breakfast buffet and decent dinner and drink options. The great part about the hotel was its close proximity to the boardwalk, to the harbour, the buses, and the train station. We were able to check in a few hours early and headed back into the harbour, where we got on the Raptor, only the best ride in the south of England. For $40 a head, you get a 30-minute ride on a high-speed boat, a must for adrenaline junkies. For further details, check out torquaywatersports.co.uk. That was one of the best and most intense experiences I ever had. Highly recommend the Raptor if you're ever here. It was so fun. I'm like dizzy from all the speed. We were soaking wet after the Raptor ride, so we stopped at the hotel to change and headed out for dinner. It was next to impossible to find somewhere to eat without a booking. Even trying to book something 6 hours in advance didn't help. Something about a pandemic, less staff, and masses of tourists vacationing near home. We're gonna rock and roll, head out for a short walk and then go to dinner. First dinner in Torquay. We found a place called Rock Garden, a garden bar located 5 minutes away from the hotel. The food and drinks offered good value for money, and despite going there on a Monday night, they had live music playing later that evening. On the second day of our trip, we decided to visit Dartmouth, a nearby coastal town. We wanted to go on a Tuesday because this is one of their market days. Dartmouth looks like a town you see on a cookie box. It has colorful buildings sprinkled all over the coast, making it look incredibly picturesque. The best part was the small market when you can buy vintage products and fresh food. But another perk was being able to get clotted cream ice cream, pretty much from anywhere. In case you didn't know, Devon is famous for clotted cream. After having a walk around Dartmouth town centre, we headed over to Dartmouth Castle. We're on the way to Dartmouth Castle. It's a very scenic walk. It was a bit of a hike to get to the castle. It was a 30-minute uphill walk, but don't worry, if you are not up for the challenge, there is a conveniently priced water taxi service that can take you to and from the castle. In fact, we walked there and took the boat back. The castle was built mainly for protection rather than as a residential home. It is still in pretty good condition and the views are magnificent. The castle played an important role in the battles between England and France, as well as during the World Wars.
Once we got back into town, we stopped at the pub, had some local beer and local gin on a sunny terrace while we wait for our boat back to the train station. On our third day, we went for a hike alongside the southwest coast. We did the Estes Cove Circular, which begins at Ken's Cavern and leads you through the woods all the way down to Thatcher's Point and Estes Cove. EnglishRiviera.co.uk has a list of all the different hikes you can do, categorized by duration and difficulty level. After our hike, we were pretty beat, so we had dinner at the hotel and then went out for a drink in the harbour. It doesn't resemble the French Riviera much when it's wet, let me tell you that. On day 4, we went on a wildlife cruise with fun fishing trips. The tickets are $9.50 per person and you get to spot wild birds and, if you're lucky, even dolphins or seals.
On our left-hand side, a very, very short, really fine.
So they take us out on a boat?
It was a great start to the day and it gave us an appetite for more water adventures. So in the afternoon, we went on a half-day kayak tour with Kayak Tour. This was probably my favorite water sport. We kayaked alongside the coast and through the caves. These are guided tours and our host was amazing, sharing fascinating facts about the history and geology of the places we got to see. They give you a brief introduction to kayaking before you go into the water, so it is suitable even for those looking to kayak for the very first time. The price for the tour was £50 per person, and it includes the kayak and all the safety equipment.
Keep push off this, yep. Oh. Okay, I'll take this. Thank you. Oh, hey buddy. I've never seen one before. That was my first time.
We started day 5 with an adventure.
Oh yeah. That'll wake you up.
We signed up to go on an open water swimming safari with Torquay Water Sports. They took us on a boat from the harbour and navigated out into the sea where the water was 9 meters deep. I volunteered to ride shotgun, and at that speed, feeling the breeze against my face and the water splashing, I felt free, and I can say with confidence that it was one of the best experiences ever. We even saw dolphins, which made it pretty special. The experience cost £50 per person, plus an additional £10 for renting wetsuits. Swimming through the caves in the open water was a humbling experience. The water was 17 degrees Celsius, and it is guaranteed to wake you up. After our adventure, we took a hot shower and headed back to the station to head back home, but not before stopping for one final drink. We thoroughly enjoyed our adventure, but here are a few things to watch out for. Some of the attractions were overpriced, and the water tours tend to be similar, sharing nearly the same content and showing the same sights. So choose wisely. In my opinion, the best value for money was the kayaking tour. Another thing to watch out for is the restaurant bookings. We didn't have a lot of luck with customer experience and with finding places to eat, due to probably being severely understaffed and taken by storm by unexpected amounts of tourists this summer. This year, we were actually supposed to go on holiday with my family to Turkey, but it looks like Torquay was the closest we were able to get to Turkey. Despite not being able to go ahead with our Turkey plans, Torquay was a great option for our summer getaway, and it is a convenient location for those of us who reside in England, providing entertainment and relaxations to tourists since Victorian times. Other things that we didn't get the chance to see, but which sound interesting, are the Agatha Christie Museum, Torquay Museum, and Ken's Caverns. Check them out if you get the chance, and let me know what you thought of Torquay's most popular attractions. If you liked this video, give it a like, and please subscribe to my channel for more content. Safe travels!